Howdy everybody, welcome back, or I guess I'm back, to play some FGO, still doing the summer event. I am gonna say, when I was planning everything out for today, I thought everything was gonna take me a lot longer, so today might be a bit of a shorter stream than usual, simply because, you know, event storyline isn't that long. It's like, what, maybe an hour of story at best. Kind of just depends on how much they really charge. Oh my god. Kind of really just depends on how much they charge into the actual story at it. In any case, how's it going, everybody? I already said that. Damn, I am just like, my brain is dead right now. Because one, it's really hot in this room. Because again, I can't have the AC on because my mic picks up everything. And also because I am just enjoying this delicious blue raspberry ice pop. It's good. Okay, I can't be helped. I know, right? I would, but I can't seem to phase my arm into the internet. So you're just gonna have to pretend that you got one by listening to the sound of me chewing on this ice pop. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum. Before I start the story, I do want to do a little bit of extra farming. Because of the fact that I was almost done with the silver farming. Yeah. I am gonna say though, my thing with ice pops is I am somebody who prefers my ice pop. I want the ice pop to be kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like easily crushable. I don't want like when I sink my teeth into it for it to like crunch as if it was made out of stone. You tried to read story on stream last night. Fell asleep. Yeah, the story's we all love FGO's story, but it's a bit of a yap fest. It's not the easiest to read through. There is so much talking. Like, I know I complained about it in HSR where it's like, oh my god, there is so much talking. And it's just like, at the very least, HSR still hooked me enough to where it's like I was able to sit back and actually listen. I just love using my NP2 Okitan. She's amazing. Oh! That's who that is. I was so confused for a second. I didn't know who that deep voice belonged to. I genuinely thought I had something playing in the background. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Guardian Soulblade. I had planned to, like, after saving up for a new PC, I do plan to eventually try to commission a better model. Like, I want to take this one and I want to get it redesigned by an actual artist. Because it's like, this was done by AI art, and I'm not really a big supporter of AI art, but it is nice when you just want, like, really brief concept art. So it's like, I would like to take it to an actual artist and get it redesigned. And then, if the channel ever blows up in a way to where I can go full 3D model for it, I actually will do it. I think that would be fun. I already know like some design aesthetics that I would change about this. For one thing, I kind of want to have like a little symbol on the avatar's chest. Like, you see how it's pretty much bare except for the leather armor? I want to have like a symbol on it that is like just the letters FG. To just kind of be like, yeah, this will just always be the aesthetic. I'm gonna be real. As I watch more and more VTubers like do things, it's always surprising to me. And I've looked at it where it's like you'll have YouTubers or something. It's like when they switch to VTubing, they completely redo their channel, and I'm like, is there a reason for that? Is it just like they want to escape from what the old channel was or something? Yeah, it's very generic, which is kind of fine because it's like I think that's pretty much me. More or less, I'm a very generic looking person. I can understand wanting to get away from like your old labels or something, and plus it's probably easier. How do I put it? It's probably a lot easier because it's like it probably looks weird when you have like a bunch of stuff that's face cam and then suddenly you switch to having a VTuber model or stuff like that. They probably are like, okay, we'll keep the channel, but they're like, we're gonna have this transition over here. Maybe that's something I'll think of like way later down the line. But right now, it's just not an issue. My channel is like super small, so it don't matter. It might be like if I ever go full-fledged VTuber model. Oh, I wouldn't get rid of the channel. I would leave it, but I would make a branch account where I would start posting from the full VTuber model side. Because that is something else I notice people doing is like they'll just make a brand new account or something. They'll keep their old stuff up, which I think is a pretty good way of doing it. Personally, I like my channel because FG was just... It's just this thing that I've always been, and I think it would be weird to change that. Please tell me I did not just pick up the Castoria. I mean, to be fair, I can still 3-turn loop with a Castoria. That ain't hard. Okay, I did not accidentally click on the Castoria. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Was Okitan that a weird situation where I, for some reason, got a double 5-star? Because I don't remember. I'm rolling for Summer Scotty, so my roll session isn't for a few more days. At the very least, I think it's like, okay, the event started yesterday, and it's like 7 days later. Well, to be fair, you probably wouldn't remember because I didn't roll for her on screen. I think that was a year. Oh my god, that was the year where I think that I had decided to skip the summer, but then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw a multi for getting Summer Charlotte, and then I ended up with getting Summer Okitan, which is hilarious. Don't you just love how Desire Sensor works? It's like, hey, I just want the 4-star. The game is like, oh, what's that? You wanted a 5-star? Well, here, have it. I said I wanted a 4-star. Oh, you wanted another 5-star? Okay, here, have it. It was the same thing that happened, really, with the Morgan rolls. Because we got... I'm not going to say we got Morgan quickly. We didn't. I mean, we NP5'd her relatively quickly. It was 630 Saint Courts, and we got NP5 Morgan. But after the NP1 and the NP2, I was like, okay, I just want Barghest. I didn't get Barghest until like the last multi. But it just kept giving me Morgans, and it gave me an Arjuna, so... Game said, here you go, man. You said you wanted a 5-star, right? No, I just wanted the 4-star. So now you guys know. If you ever really want a 5-star, just try to tell the game you just want the 4-star, and it will give you the 5-star as if it's candy on Halloween night. That doesn't even feel like a lie, because that's happened every single time. Can I trade places with that bear? What? Don't judge me. I would let Barghest sit on me. Just do a meme multi, get the 5-star. Easy. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I didn't see what you said. Lucario, I have no idea if the rolls are gonna be next Friday. It's either next Friday or it's next Thursday. It's one of the two. I don't have an exact number for that. Or, sorry, an exact day. My hope is Thursday. Maybe Friday. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, give it to me for Friday. Because if it's for Friday, then I can tell Star that, yeah, we can do it. Because I was going to do a roll session with her and Alex, and that was going to be our whole thing. But if it's on Thursday, I don't know. It depends on how my work schedule goes. Okay. How high of a level can we, like, take these, renovations? Can we make this a level 20 eventually? I don't remember being able to take them very high. I do think it maxed out at like 8. Or like somewhere between 8 and 10. I might be wrong. It does feel like that though. Oh wow, we can take these up quite a few levels. Alright. Level 9? I really thought that it stopped at 10. Huh. Or sorry, I thought it really stopped at 8. Get off my screen, Doman. That is not the voice I thought Ashia Doman would have. I don't know what voice I was expecting him to have, but it was not that. To be fair, though, that's actually a really good voice. And it's pretty fitting. It really sounds like I'm listening to, like, a Japanese Joker. Which is kind of the vibe I always get from Doman. Hey, what's up, Yoshiki? How's it going? Alright, let's see. We want to go get the CE out of them. How's my rolls? I have not done any rolls yet. I will be rolling on... let me see. I will probably be rolling next Thursday or Friday for Summer Scotty, depending on when she comes out. And depending on my work schedule. Because I wanted to do it with Starly 120 and Gambler Alex. But if that doesn't happen, then it'll be either that Thursday or Friday. I will be going for Summer Scotty. That's why we're waiting so long. You got NP3 Proto Merlin and NP3 Summer Gareth. 3 5-star, 10 4-star CEs. Nice! That's a good haul. Okay. With all that farming done, and hoping that I didn't use up all of the necessary AP needed to complete today's summer mission, let's get started. Section 2, To Heroes with Love. what is love? But truly the most powerful force in all the universe. Alright, let me see if I can do a good Doman voice. Normally I try to go for a bit of a fruity vibe, if you will. I think I could still kind of do that, but we're gonna see. Alright. I think I shall remain on the ship and sit this next area out. Oh, no, that was bad. Well, the voice was fine, but I think, I think, let me see. Alright. I think I shall remain on the ship and sit this next area out. Besides, one of us must stay behind to keep the director safe. That only makes me more nervous. Want me to stay here and keep an eye on him, Doc? Yes, thank you. That would be helpful. You know, Master, I'm gonna sit this one out too. You should be fine without me, especially since another servant's joined us. Okay, got it. Alright, today marks the second day. Oh my god. Alright, today marks the second day of our Arctic Circle Singularity Expedition. Now go! Oh my god. Now go out there and conquer the second area! So, one thing I realized very easily about my misreadings is that whenever I see an exclamation mark, I instinctively try to go for louder voices. When it's like, it's not necessarily that the voice needs to be louder, it's that the voice needs to be a little bit more emotional, necessarily. Like, it just kind of depends on the character, really. Like, there are still ways to do it, you just kind of have to figure it out. We're here! Interesting. Wow, a whole other area? I've never seen any of the others before. Gosh, it's so different from mine. Feels like a traditional theme park, a real Magic Kingdom, you know? A kingdom, eh? Oh, don't mind me. I just find that word funny for some reason. There you guys are. Aww, it's Erice! I'm not gonna lie, Erice gets the cute form this year. The Valkyries asked me to wait here for you. I guess I'm technically the, ruler of this area? Manager? Something like that. Erice, so you're the one in charge here? I have no idea what I'm doing here, honestly. Is that Karen or Karin? Karin was always way better at this stuff. I never even thought about how you'd entertain people. Erice? Never mind, it's nothing. Anyway, you've heard what the deal is here, right? I was put in charge of running this area, but it's not going very well. The customers just aren't enjoying this place. In fact, lots of them seem to hate it. If I were to put it in terms of spiciness levels, I'd say this predicament's about a 2? Only a 2? That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, right. Boudica has mentioned that Erice's sense of taste is odd. Yikes. Double yikes. Yikes indeed. I think I can see the problem. Every day we see fewer customers than the day before. I'm doing the best I can, and I honestly think this place is a lot of fun, but... well, if you have any advice for me, I'd be really grateful. please, I'm begging you. Don't worry, we've got this. It's actually why we're here anyway. Wasn't your area failing before we came along, though? Maybe you should keep those kinds of thoughts to yourself, Hilder. Incidentally, you can think of me as your little sister from paradise. Didn't you say you were Lord Merlin's little sister? And that basically makes me everyone's little sister. Not mine. Huh? Little sister? I've kind of already got my hands full with my sort of little brother. Well, whatever. So what do you guys think I should do? I'd actually like to start by taking a look around. You want to see things for yourselves? Okay, follow me, I'll show you around. Suddenly gets assaulted by pirates. So, this area is mostly made up of seaside attractions. I think there's a famous theme park near Tokyo that does something similar. Anyway, here's the first attraction. Prepare to be blown away. I call it the Titanic 8-Boat Leap. The goal is to make it back to shore by jumping from deck to deck across 8 sinking passenger liners. Since the ships actually sink, you have to think fast, act fast, and be as light on your feet as Ushiwakamaru. Oh, look, we've got a challenger. This is great. It's been forever since any visitors tried this attraction. Here goes. Aww. Aww. Oh, man. That actually sounds like a lot of fun, jumping from boat to boat. See, it's kind of dangerous, though, but it could be fun. Forget it. This is impossible. How the hell is anyone supposed to do this when the timing's so tight? I thought I might have a chance since I'm technically a rider, but no! I guess I got a little full of myself thinking I could be like a real hero. Maybe I should just give up and sink to the bottom like a sea slug. Aww, Mandricardo, no! He's not coming back up. I wonder if... Alright. What did he mean, alright? Maybe he went to check whether Mandricardo's hurt. That must be it. Oh, Dr. Asclepius. Seems like a pretty difficult attraction. What would you say the success rate is? Huh? I don't think I know what you mean. She's asking just how many people have succeeded at it so far. 1. Just 1? I have it set up so that anyone who clears it gets their picture on the wall to celebrate their victory. People love leaderboards and stuff like that, right? So I thought this would really appeal to people's competitive nature. Here, this is the picture of the only person who cleared the attraction perfectly. That's bullshit, but come on. That's practically cheating. Yeah, that tracks. Come on, there wouldn't be much point if it was too easy, right? Yeah, but there's not much point if it's too hard, too. Especially with all these heroes here to try. So I figured pegging the difficulty to Ushiwakamaru's skill level was the obvious choice. Sounds like she didn't consider the polar bear and seabird visitors. I don't think she even considered most of the heroic spirits. Okay, I understand what's going on with this attraction. Can we see the next one? This one is called Pirates of the Polarian. It's like a naval warfare sim, only played on an actual oceanic battlefield. Each player gets to choose which pirate faction they want to join, and each faction has different stats, like firepower, speed, and so... Hold it! We have many objections to this attraction supposedly themed after us. Like, how come my ship stats are such garbage? Is it about to sink? These stats in no way reflect what my royal fortune is actually capable of either. I object, both to my ship's stats and to you not having a Mechakure hairstyle. Forget the rest is a real problem, and I have so many questions about all the other ships. For instance, how come Drake's Golden Hind is the only one with such insane stats? How come it's so damn OP? Nobody's gonna want to pick anything but the old hag's rust bucket. Oh boy. I hate to say this, but even I'd pick it since the only good choice on the list. Well, come on. That's because Sir Drake is special. I mean, she's just plain stronger and cooler than the rest of you, right? Wow. Biased much? You're really letting your own preferences influence your decisions here way too much. I mean, okay, yes, that's part of it, but that's not all of it. All it is. Just look at the historical record. Did any of you have a privateer license? You didn't, right? How about personal ties to the Queen? Thought not. So it only makes sense that Sir Drake's skills and such in this game would reflect that. If anything, I'd say that makes it more realistic, not less. Ah, I see the problem now. You're so into this stuff, you can't be objective about it, can you? If a competitive game has one faction or characters that's obviously much stronger than the others, well, there's the reason people are turned off by it. I think this helps explain why this attraction hasn't been doing very well. I mean, why would anyone play a game when the winners and losers are foregone conclusions? This is a very good point. Here's the next attraction. It's our flagship attraction, the best one here by far. I hope you're ready to have your minds blown. I give you the Adventure of the Argo. What's that now? Oh, right. I forgot one of the actual Argonauts was here. Now I'm really nervous. Well, go on. Just take a look. In the Adventure of the Argo, players assume the role of one of the Argo's crew. And go on... Well, they get to go on all kinds of adventures with the rest of the famous crew. So it's a boat ride, huh? Exactly. It's simple enough that anyone can enjoy it, so I was sure it would be a huge hit. It, hasn't worked out that way, though. I see this is just as empty and unpopular as the other attractions were. Come on, you don't have to sound so damn happy about that. Anyway, why don't you guys try it for yourselves? First, let me introduce you to the crew of the Argo. They'll be your guides on this adventure. Naturally, we'll start with Captain Jason. Go ahead, Captain. Hi, I'm Captain Jason. Hey, yo, Jason looks different. Did he get an upgrade? Yo. It's just Voyager. I kind of feel bad for her right now, honestly. Yeah, it's just the Ototo. The Ototo. Ototo. I can't say words. That's not actually Jason, is it? No, it's not. I tried to hire the real Argonauts, but they all turned me down. So I was kind of forced to bring in some, substitutes. I might not be up to the task, but I'll always do what I can to help Erice if she's in trouble. Besides, we're talking about the great Captain Jason here. I go off in search of distant stars just like him. So I thought pretending to be him could be really educational. What a good kid. Now I feel bad for thinking the only thing you had in common was being blonde. You're a great Captain Jason. Got anyone else here? Of course I do. Here, behold the strongest of all heroes, Heracles. Me, playing one of the strongest heroes of all time? Nothing wrong with that. Might even land me some chicks. Oh no. You know, now that I mention it, I do wonder why we have so few female customers. Okay. I think I can guess why you have so few customers now. Heracles is a hero among heroes. He's known far and wide for his physique, so I thought we'd start there and figure something out for his, persona later. What kind of physique is it you expect from a teddy bear? Well, I tried to get the human one, but he gave me the slip. Next up, the fleet-footed hunter, Atalanta. Are you sure you couldn't have found someone better for this? Queen of Sheba? Maybe, Nikitish? Atalanta, you're looking a little different these days. Did you do something with your hair? Your ears? Your whole damn sex, apparently? No. I don't know about you, but I never really thought her fluffy ears were her main appeal. I haven't asked her when she even got those ears, so I can't be sure, but I'm guessing it wasn't until after the journey of the Golden Fleece. At any rate, Atalanta's known for being a hunter who's quick on her feet, which makes you the only good choice, I think. How do you figure? All we have in common is that we're hunters. Wouldn't it be better if you at least got, I don't know, an actual woman instead? Next up, we have the Divine Twins, the Dioscuri, Castor, and Pollux. Life certainly is full of surprises, isn't it, brother? It would be quite dull if it weren't, sister. I don't know how to react to this one, if you want me to be honest. What is this? Are they still twins if they're the same person is a good question. At least we know they hit as hard as the real Dioscuris, right? I'm working with substitutes. Cut me a little slack. No, you get no slack from us. And finally, we have Asclepius. Huh? Please tell me it's Nightingale. Please tell me it's Nightingale. Not you. Her. Ah, come on! Hold up. We have actual healer servants that you could have gone to? And you went and got Jack the freaking Ripper? We're gonna dismember... we mean operate on you. Ah, of course, the surgery skill. I haven't been part of this group for very long, but even I can figure out what's going on here. It's that you both love to carve your targets up, isn't it? I gotcha. Don't give me that. I don't only get my hands dirty for surgery. I'm interested in all types of conditions. That said, you do handle those scalpels very well. You could go far with a little more practice. Yay! Thanks, mister! Why could I easily see Asclepius giving Jack scalpel lessons, and I'm kind of terrified of that idea now. Anyway, that's who I've got so far. I asked if Canis would be interested, but they also gave me the slip, and I haven't been able to find a good substitute. Okay, I see what's up now. This attraction is meant to send visitors on a fun and exciting adventure with your cast of stand-ins, right? We might be better able to help if we went on this adventure ourselves. Seeing everything in action might help us identify the problems. I agree. Me too. Well, for some reason, there's no one in line for the next voyage, so we could do that right now if you want. All right then, go ahead and experience everything my flagship attraction, the Adventure of the Argo, has to offer. Make me proud, everyone. Okay. Forget being on the same page. They're not even on the same book. Well, this ought to be fun. Wait, we're in the battle? Wait, are we suddenly having to fight them? Did they miss the part where they're supposed to be tour guides or something? Fox is very confused as of this moment. It's like, aren't you guys tour guides? Shouldn't you be, like, you know, entertaining us, not fighting us or something? I feel like I might have gotten on the wrong boat or something. Nah, surely it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be, right? Right? Alright, let's see. Beautiful Dreamer is fine. We're mostly just gonna see, like, how effective this is. Oh, wait a minute, I just remembered. One of our enemies is a foreigner, which makes them resistant to Berserker-type damage. But given how early we are in the event, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem. Why is there a tiny... What? Oh, that's supposed to be Orion? I was like, why was there a hand here? That's weird. I guess they couldn't have Artemis because it's just the bear. So apparently when in order for the bear to do anything, it needs a hand. Literally. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Wait, did I somehow not kill that hand in one shot? What? Huh? And now is my game frozen? Okay, they're all triggering their evade. So for now, we don't do anything. Oh no, they evaded. Who would have thought? Rude. Let's see, just cast both of these 50% charges. Wipe them all out, and we're done. Alright, that seemed relatively simple. But again, I don't quite understand why they attacked us. What is this about? Okay, maybe they're gonna address it now? I don't know. So what did you think? So what do you think? We had the golden fleece from Colchis. Oh my god, I can't say these words. Bebrisis, Boxer Amicus, the Clashing Rocks. That should give you a pretty good idea of the course. It was more fun than I thought it'd be, but... Well, the whole appeal of this attraction is how it feels like you're sailing on the Argo yourself, right? So, I think maybe... I think you should try a little harder to make it feel more authentic. I think I have to agree. Everyone's skill names certainly fit their parts. But the actual skills were the same as usual, so... I see. It's a mess. Coming from one of the actual Argonauts, that really stings. But I know you're right. Everyone's trying their best, but there's only so much they can do. I don't know about that. There were some parts I thought were pretty good. And Master said he had fun too, remember? So I think you might be closer than you realize. Just a few small improvements could really turn this around. You think so? Like what? What do you think could be improved the most easily, Asclepius? I'm just a doctor, so I claim no knowledge of managing these kinds of attractions. But I will say that your casting choices don't make any sense. Huh? If your stand-ins don't look the part, you need to find parts they are suited for. That alone will make the attraction feel a lot more like actually being on the Argo. Let's see, for example, you really think people will buy those tours as Dioscuri? Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away for something real quick. Uncontrollable laughter can be pathological too, you know. What? Are you saying I'm a poor little sister? Yes, exactly. If I had to pick a part for the two of you, it would be the brothers Edis and Lynceus. Edis even used a spear, so you fit the part of that much better. Oh? The Aphariads? The sons of Apharius? But weren't they the Dioscuri's mortal enemies? Doesn't matter. They were Argonauts, so they won't be out of place here. Fine with me. To be honest, I don't really care who I'm playing. Exactly. No matter how we may appear on the outside, on the inside, we cannot wait to see what happens next. Ooh, you lost your 50-50 in Genshin? Sorry to hear that. So you just get the first Natlan character that gets released? Fair. Indeed. It is our similarities that make us so eager to find out just how we measure up. I'm glad you guys are getting into character, but please don't actually fight each other to the death until after you finish the job. Next, you look like a bandit, so you might be better off playing Autolycus. Autolycus. Well, yeah, of course. Noble sorts don't really see a difference between chivalrous thieves and regular bandits, so that part would suit me a lot better. Autolycus, the son of Hermes and an expert thief. This is all sounding so much more realistic. You really were an Argonaut, huh? Oh man, I have so many questions about what the real Argonauts were like. Oh, but this isn't really the time. Even so, Erice seems really conflicted. What about me? Got anyone who'd be even more popular with the ladies than Heracles? You'd probably be okay as Meleager. Who's that again? He made a pass at Atalanta even though he was a married man. Seems like the perfect part for you. That's your only reason? As for you, I think you'd make a good Admetus. Who is that? Jason's cousin. They even had the same hair color. But the most important thing about Admetus by far is that Zeus punished that stupid shitty sun god by making him act as his god servant. Isn't that great? We should track that woolly bastard down and make him serve you now. It'll really add to the authenticity. Don't feel bad about giving them the most humiliating tasks you can come up with. In fact, make sure you do that. Yo, Asclepius is just okay. Asclepius is like, I really hate Apollo. Okay, if I see Paris, I'll ask him to help me with that. I guess I'm just not cut out to play Captain Jason. No, you're not. He might seem like just another cocky bastard who's all bark and no bite at first. But he was resourceful, analytical, decisive, a born leader. Everything you need to be a great captain. In fact, it's probably the only reason the damn ship even went anywhere, what with all our shortcomings. Not many people then or now could easily take his place. Oh my gosh, I'm getting to hear the real thoughts about Captain Jason from one of the real Argonauts. This is a dream come true. That's it, Voyager, just keep him talking. Isn't that... Instantly stop stalking. When did you get here, Jason? So, I wasn't eavesdropping or anything, I just happened to be passing by. Anyway, don't talk about me behind my back. If you want to say something nice to me, say it to my face! I'm not saying anything nice about you. Perhaps you are experiencing auditory hallucinations. Let me see your ears. I love this. The Argonauts always have something nice to say about Jason, but when Jason is around, they shit on him so fucking much. It's great. Oh, right. Of course. This is so like you. I know I bailed earlier because it seemed like a pain in the ass, but I got so curious I had to come back and see how things were going. And I had to say, this is a shambles. Seeing something with the Argo's name in such a sorry-ass state is almost painful. Hey, what's up, Star? Welcome back. I'm sorry? You missed us watching the 2.4 special program announcement earlier. And showing off Zhao Cho's amazing appearance. He actually opens his eyes for his ultimate, and it's actually really interesting. Also, he really loves spicy food. So, basically, Star, don't eat his cooking, you'll die. Huh. Don't beat yourself up too much. It's not the Argo without me, and you can't help that. Ugh, fine. Yeah, I was just passing by, but I guess now I have no choice. Then does that mean you're going to help? How much you charging? No, I haven't watched anything. I kind of was doing my best to stay off of YouTube and everything, mostly because I knew if I went on YouTube and I don't know, I was just kind of staying off all the social media sites. Wasn't even really on Discord as much as I could have been. I did see that you put out a video and I saw the thumbnail. Oh, I saw the thumbnail. I freaking love it. I also love how you've been using Estelle's avatar for it. It's so funny. See, we're slowly converting Star to the path of the PNG tuber. That's what we're doing. Yeah, but only because I feel like it, okay? Just acting on a whim here, nothing more. Had to recreate her in Pitsmaker just to do it. Oh, because of making the mouth and the eyes? Honestly, the eyes were probably a little bit easier. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Honestly, you probably could have done like some base editing in I don't know if you have GIMP, but you probably could have gotten something done with that, but who knows. Damn, even I'm not so heartless that I can stand by and do nothing after hearing all of that. Besides, I can't have people going around thinking this is all there was to the Argo. Oh, you use paint, okay. So now that's settled, let's turn this mess into a real adventure worthy of the Argo's name. Hey you! Don't just stand there, get over here and help us out! Oh, very well. I suppose I can help in a supervisory role. I refused earlier because it would have been too embarrassing to do this sort of thing by myself. But I cannot in good conscience let Jason carry this ship's name on his own. Star, I don't think it matters that the program itself is just called Paint.net. I'm just still gonna call it Paint. That would only get people thinking about the Argo in an entirely different and unpleasant light. Again, I love the fact that every freaking Argonaut hates Jason, but they respect him, and they will still listen to him. It's hilarious. And besides, we cannot stand idly by as children are forced into labor in our stead. We weren't forced. We wanted to work here. I see, then perhaps you would like to help in another way? They do say certain jobs are better suited for some than others. So from now on, your job is to bring your friends here and enjoy yourselves as much as possible. Oh, I love Adelonda. Can you do that? We sure can. Okay, we'll be back with them real soon. Alright, now that I'm here, I'm gonna make sure you all do this right. Got it? Yes, sir! Wow, they're all in unison now. That was amazing. I think this attraction might just have a real shot now. Great job, Dr. Asclepius. Huh? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Of course you did. Jason would never have shown up to help if you hadn't taken this so seriously. So, I think you're definitely indirectly responsible for this development. Let me put it another way. It's like when a doctor's casual comment makes a patient feel better. Which then also helps with their symptoms, I think. I think there's an expression that goes something like, sickness and health start in the mind, right? Well, there you go. Okay, I can understand that. Though I don't care for how casual that approach to treatment is. Medicine needs to be clearly defined, and its effects reproducible for it to advance. I'll have to hold a consultation with them and observe their progress so that I can... I don't think we have that kind of time. No matter how much it improves, no single attraction can be enough to turn this entire area around. So let's go take a look at the next attraction. Star, I can't believe your stomach was growling so loud that it actually popped over into stream. Yeah, I've got Asclepius. Oh, and while we're at it, let's pay a visit to the food court too. You can't do good work on an empty stomach. Of course, follow me. I know I've been saying this kind of thing, but I'm proud of our food court's offerings, really. Why do I get the feeling that the food court is going to be terrible? I have a very bad feeling about the food court. A very, very bad feeling. Dun 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 dun. I wonder how many chapters we get today. Like, if it's 2 chapters, then the stream will run a little bit longer than I actually thought it was going to be, and that's pretty good. It's only 1 chapter, though. Then I'm going to be like, I don't know what I want to do after it. It might just be that it's a short stream today. Who knows? My tongue is still on fire. They say spiciness directly stimulates the tongue's pain receptors. If that's true, there could be some new medical possibilities worth exploring there. We should introduce Asclepius to Jiao Cho. I think they would get along, don't you? I'm sure Asclepius would love to understand how culinary medicine works. I don't know why, but I got shivers up my spine that tell me that letting these two interact would be a terrible, terrible idea. At any rate, milk and other dairy products should help. Drink up. Yeah, I never knew that, actually. I think I only found that out while I was in college. That instead of water, it's actually better to drink milk when you are eating spicy food. It tastes amazing and heals you, Asclepius says in disgust. I never knew that. Like, I think like most people, we just immediately think hot, so fire. So a lot of people always said, oh, you drink water. But it's like, nah, milk actually works better. I was always surprised by that. I'm not usually one for eating food, but I don't think this menu was normal. Oh, I did get that it was all very healthy though. Right? The whole point of the food court was to offer delicious, nutritious food in generous portions. I really didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Well, I guess now that you mention it, maybe I did lean a little too much into my personal tastes. I mean, it was definitely yummy, but there was like zero variety. It looked like there were a lot of things to choose from, but there was only one flavor. Pain. I'm sorry for being so unprofessional, but still. I mean, just look at these choices. Mega spicy ice cream, death churros, lava waffles, non-concentrate freshly squeezed habanero juice. Okay. This is... Did Kirei write this menu? Did Kirei write this menu? What the... Actually, you know what? The Mega Spicy Ice Cream, I think I've seen that in real life. Oh my god, what was it? There was a spicy ice cream that was available not that long ago. Wasn't it hot? Wait a minute, was it Hot Cheetos flavored ice cream? Is that what it was? My brain is trying to remember. I do think it was like a Hot Cheetos flavored thing. Hold on, let me go see if I can find this. I love that there is actually a type of ice cream called Hot Scream. Let me see. What was it? Cheetos ice cream. So apparently, this I don't know if this actually exists or anything, but I'll show it to you guys. All right, where is it? Chrome show. Flamin' Hot Cheetos ice cream, which it's very obviously just looks like vanilla ice cream with hot Cheetos sprinkled on top. Not exactly what I was really looking for. But I do remember actually seeing like an ice cream in store that was like spicy chip flavored or something. Yeah, that's just a topping. Or maybe I'm thinking of it in reverse or something. It might have been something else because like all these things keep doing like these weird ass flavors. Cause wait a minute. No, was it was this real or did I dream this up? Hold on. Oh, maybe this is what I was thinking of. I don't know if this is... No. Okay, I don't think this was real. Was it? Okay, let me see. Oops, my bad. Okay, the good news is that at the very least I do not see it anymore in store, but I do remember seeing something that was like flaming hot ice cream, but I don't remember what it was called. True. I do get the menu selection is one of the reasons your area isn't more popular. You're kidding, right? The menu has tons of flavors to choose from. We've got chili peppers, habanero, wasabi. Well, now that we've brought in some people to help, I'm sure things will be fine. Sure, that moment where her eyes went all wide in terror when she saw how bad things were was a little disheartening. But I'm sure all that shock just means she'll do everything she can to turn the place around. All this talk of food is making me hungry, so I'm going to eat me some Thin Mint cookies. These just got delivered. Oh, hey, it's Benny Inma. This is horrific, Chirp. Why in the world did you let things get so bad? Food service is supposed to be about hospitality, not hostility. Oh, damn. It's all up to you now, Madam Benny. Well, some people really loved the old menu, just so you know. And by some people, you mean you and Kire. There was Miss Karen, the Arjuna with the really bright divine aura. Why am I not surprised that Karen loved it? Oh, also a priest I've never seen. Fucking Kire was here! Remember, guys, this menu was Kire approved. I didn't realize that bitch was here. All right, enough of this. What about the next attraction? Right, I'm really proud of this next one, so I don't think it'll need any changes. Probably. It's our most popular attraction by far. It even makes more money than the rest of this area combined. It's called the Nautilus's Seabed Expedition. Uh-oh. I think Nemo's gonna have a problem with this one. Hey, wait a minute. Why do we not have a Summer Nemo yet? Well, I guess we did eventually get Santa Nemo, but that's beside the point. As you can see, this is a water attraction. People board the Nautilus and go on a, well, seabed expedition. In some ways, it's like the Argo attraction we just saw. But this one uses the enclosed space of a submarine to cast a very special temporary spell. What it does is it projects a specific avatar onto every participant that makes you feel like you're there. That's right, everyone who participates in this attraction can experience what it's like to pilot the real Nautilus as Captain Nemo. This feels kind of weird. Oh hey, it's working on you too, Master. Here in Erice at the table eating Mapo tofu or Mapo ramen, only level spicy hot. Oh man. So this is what it feels like to be Captain Nemo. What a weird feeling. I see, so it's a type of illusion. Though I have to say, this seems like it would require an awful lot of effort to run if you're not part incubus like me. How does it work? Well, I can answer that, breathing hard. Yes, there you have it. It's because we original Nemos are helping out. That's right. Hup. Now, what was I supposed to do next again? Adjust the oven temperature, slice the bread, Again, the realism is a big part of the appeal, so I hired the real Nemos, spared no expense. So we can project their images onto the participants. Which gives them an incredibly realistic Nemo experience. Pretty amazing, right? And it's working too. Look how many customers we have here. It's definitely impressive, but... What? There's too much to do and no time to do it. Huh? The next group's here already? Wait, I need more time. The ride itself is getting all out of whack. Quit using it so damn much. Give it a break, would you? We can't. Even the express line is packed like crazy. It, seems like you're working them pretty hard. You're not worried the Nemo series might be a little, overworked? Oh. Well, maybe a little. I just didn't know how popular this attraction was going to be. All the visitors must have gathered here because the other attractions have so little to offer. I'll admit that one of the downsides of this system is that the Nemo series have to be inside the attractions at all times to project the avatars. But I'm also making up for it by paying them special bonuses. So there are definitely no illegal labor practices going on here. I made sure to factor in break times for them too, in theory. Yes, that's true. We are being fairly compensated for our work here. But the problem is, we all exist first and foremost to operate submarines. We can't just forget about that aspect of ourselves, even if the submarine we're operating now is only part of an attraction. So, we'd love to take a break, but our bodies are basically hardwired to keep working. Incidentally, the captain is recovering in the infirmary right now after collapsing on the job. I don't know if he had some sort of worker's high or what, but he refused to stop. I had to tie him down to the bed to prevent him from crawling back to work. Well, now that sounds like an interesting condition. You'll have to show me your infirmary later. Of course, Doctor. That's very kind of you. Maybe you should shut down the attraction for a while? You think? No, you're right. I know that'd be best. But with all these customers constantly coming in, I haven't been able to find a good time. Still, I can't put it off any longer. I'm the manager, so it's my job to make the tough calls here. Besides, the whole reason you're here is to improve things. Nothing's going to change if we just stick with the status quo. Okay, everyone. After these next customers are done, we're going to shut down the attraction for a while. We'll say it's undergoing maintenance. Okay. Okay, everyone. Looks like those were the last customers still in line. I don't think I can go on anymore. Just a little more to go. What's wrong? Is there a problem? Scotty? You're mad? Yeah, the Nemos are like, oh, thank God! We're free! For about 30 minutes. Lady Scotty? Oh no, I'm not one of your last customers. These three are. Since I summoned them to work for me, I felt it was only right to give them some time to relax. Go on, ladies, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for having us. The three new Valkyries? This unit's name is Rinder. Gareth and I have met before. Short time no see, Erice. It's me, Rune. Or Run, I don't know. Valkyries usually get around by flying, so I've never seen what things are like under the sea. I'm very excited. Oh, my name is Girskogul. But please, call me Erice. Nice to meet you all. I'm FGRolls. Oh, good to meet you too. You must be the Master of Chaldea. So you're the Master of Chaldea, and these are some of Chaldea's heroic spirits? We weren't expecting to run into you here, but now that we have, let me just say this. We're not here to fight you. We just came here to rest and enjoy ourselves like Lady Scotty said. Besides, we don't even want to fight at all if we can help it, right? So it would seem. Mash didn't say anything about hostiles approaching either. No, I didn't, it's true. I'm detecting zero hostile intent in their magical energy signals. I guess that's true. Even in Chaldea base, you guys didn't seem hostile at all. Uh-huh. We're not here to fight anyone. Well, I'm glad to know none of us want to hurt each other. Arctic Summer World is supposed to be a summer paradise. I would never hurt anyone for its sake. However, it is clear that my various managers have their share of issues. Erice, I've entrusted this area to you, so I assume you know what that means. Should the new Valkyries find your area as being run poorly, then it will be my duty as Queen of the Singularity to take appropriate measures. Is that clear? What? So if I can't properly entertain the new Valkyries here, something bad is going to happen to me? Can you guys handle it? Hell yeah, we can. My head's really pounding, but we can manage one last go. I really don't want to overwork my staff, but I have to keep my patron happy. I had no idea being a manager was so hard. Hey, we're Nemos now too. If you need more help than the Nemo series can manage right now, we can pitch in. Very well. What avatar I might be using matters not. My scalpel skills remain sharp as ever. And it's been a long time since my last laparotomy. It's so weird seeing someone who looks like Baker hold a bread knife while talking about cutting people open. Oh, that Nemo is gonna have nightmares for days. Ooh, pretty. Okay, everyone. The Nautilus has reached point C3 and navigating the alluring seabed corridor without issue. Are you alright? Oh, yes, I'm fine. No laryngeal damage resulting from shouting these announcements all day. Not here. Nope. Are you sure? Does that mean you have not been getting sufficient break time? Here, it's a cough drop made with special medicinal herbs. Thank you, that helped a little. Not at all, I'm totally fine. I see, good to hear. Setting that aside, I really must say the ocean floor is astonishingly beautiful, even via transmission. There's not a single thing here that does not belong. Impressive. Yeah, it reminds me of the massive fjords we had in Scandinavia. Very pretty. Although, as theme park attractions go, it does feel a little one note. No, it's not. Look, hard to starboard. See? Pretty cool, right? Oh, a castle? An underwater castle? That's amazing! I bet there's a thrilling, chilling adventure awaiting us inside. Oh, but I guess we can't go in the water here, huh? So will there be some other kind of event that we get to participate in more directly? Now what do we do? Of course there is. Hard to port! I feel so bad for them. This is the dwelling of the giant octopus. What could the mysterious monsters about to attack the Nautilus possibly be? I mean, they're octopuses, right? You already said as much, it's in the name. Holy shit! I'm not so sure about that. Ooh, here they come! Alright, I guess we have to do this then? Hey, Master Caldea, you don't mind if we handle this, right? Initiating simultaneous combat routine, synchronizing sensory input, mapping vicinity. Rapid combat maneuvers prepped and ready. Initiate battle. So is this the point where we get to finally get ourselves an assassin Valkyries? I do like the fact that they let us play as all three. That's really cool. We're never gonna get to do that again, are we? My hope is that eventually, I don't know if maybe JP has already done this, but they eventually make the other two Valkyries available. I wouldn't mind leveling up all three sets of them. Because why not? They haven't yet. Ah, you suck. You suck, Aniplex. Because, like, I've already mentioned my favorite of the regular Valks is Ortland. But I also I like. Which one do I get? Okay, so I picked Ortland, so that means I get the what is basically brown-haired Thrud. I think I kind of like the. I don't actually know which one I like the most for the regular ones. It's hard to say. I guess I kind of like the blonde-haired one the most out of the alternate skin. But that one is Thrud's, I think. And I was like, no, I want Ortland. Although I also like Rune. I do like Rune. It's hard to say, really. It's like, I haven't gotten enough to know these characters. Design-wise, though, honestly, I think they're about even, which makes sense. They're basically the same servant. Wait, so the battery is completely... Okay, so the battery is targetable. That's interesting. Attack the green-haired one. No, okay. You suck. Wait a minute, is their thing only a medium chance to evade? Oh, okay. Fox did not understand the assignment here, apparently. Attack the green hair. Man, they are like, we are not attacking the green-haired one. Attack the green-haired one! Yeesh. All right. Curse those evade. Oh, there we go. Well, yeah, attack Rune. Attack Rune. She needed the NP charge, but apparently they didn't want to give it. Oh, well, I guess it's fine. We're about to launch 3 rounds of this noble phantasm. And it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be so amazing. I do wish that some of these other Valkyrie designs that they revealed would be used. Like, I want the blue-haired Valkyrie. She's cool. I mean, we haven't seen her, but it's like, I want that one. Yo, what's up, Raiders from the Dravenverse? Yo, how was stream? What'd you do? How'd it go? Did you have fun? Did you watch the special program announcement? And if so, how did you feel about it? Because I'm gonna say is like, I'm about as hyped for it as I usually am because I always love new content. But I'm unsure. Is it weird to say that it's like it kind of feels like the hype is? You do not want. Yeah, that's fair. I guess, like, how do I put this? Is it weird to say that it kind of feels like the hype for the next patch isn't as big as it has been for the last three patches? Is that weird to say? Like, it just kind of feels like it does feel a little bit like the hype has kind of died down. Probably because we're not moving to a new world which is when I think the hype will pick back up. But I think it's just also because we don't really know anything about about what's going on with the Sword Festival. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess the characters do. Yeah, I do like the fact that it's a two-part story arc, so I'm gonna save a lot of the hype for when it starts. I think a part of it is just like when I was reading it, I kind of get it. I get what Jay Chou is supposed to be. I'm not sure if I necessarily like him, because one of the reasons I like Gallagher, like I see people saying it's like, oh, he's the big Gallagher replacement. I'm like, why would you replace Gallagher with this guy? Like, if you don't have an Aventurine, replacing Gallagher for this guy just seems like a really big mistake, because Gallagher is your sustain. Like, unless you have Aventurine, you have no other real sustain options for healing. So calling him a Gallagher replacement irks me the wrong way. Like, that irks me. I saw people saying that. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any heals. I did see that. No heals on his kit. But people were like, I guess because fire nihility, they were like, oh, well, that's gonna be how it works. It's like, no. If anything, he's a 5-star. He's Pela's replacement at best, if you really want to. But I'm gonna put it down to this. I probably wouldn't replace Pela that much either, though, because Pela, you know what? Yeah, I would replace Gwynaifen before I replace Pela. Pela is already built for me, so it's like there's no reason to put him up there. And even then, I still kind of would probably still like maybe keep the Silver Wolf or something. I don't know. I just like, it's not that I have a problem with him. Personally, he seems like a pretty good character, seems like interesting, and it seems like he's gonna have a very easy time for Acheron teams. But then that also kind of bugs me a little bit, because it's like, why are we releasing a character that is only gonna be good on this one type of team? Now, I'm sure he's gonna be useful, but when the live stream itself basically mentions Acheron, that tells you right there, they want you to use this character on an Acheron team. And I'm like, so this, I'm hoping that as I get to see him more, we'll start to see like what other teams comps he works with, and ultimately like, how do I put it? Like, yeah, there are gonna be more characters. It's kind of the same thing, but it's like, I don't know. It's a wait and see type of thing. The number crunchers say that. I think that's because in the end, from what I took note of, he's not like, how do I put this? It's like, he's not, he didn't really seem like a DOT character at all. So I'm not entirely sure like whether or not he goes well with Kafka. It seemed like if I was expecting DOT status, it's no different from like if you get a fire break or something. Because his what was it? Roasted ashen or something like that is more defense shred. So he really is more Hela than anything. I don't know. It's a lot where it's like I'm gonna have to read the full kit to get a better understanding of how he works. Yeah, and that's fair. There's nothing wrong with people using a character just because it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I like how this character looks. I mean, Lord knows, I've done that before. A good example is I use Eula, not because she's, like, really good, but because I love her design. I use Ayaka, not because she's really good, but because I like her design. That tends to be the aesthetic of why I use most of the characters I do. I have learned to basically pay attention to, how do I put it, the meta and stuff, even though I don't necessarily advocate for it. I advocate for pulling the characters you like above pulling for characters that are going to be meta-defining. As for Yun Li, she just, how do I put this? It feels like there's no reason to pull for Yun Li if you have a Clara. Like, that's the thing that really hits me, and maybe you disagree with this, Draven, but as they were explaining her kit, it felt like this was just Clara, but if Clara's light cone was built into her natural kit. The only thing that I'm going to say that is probably going to make Yun Li really stand out from Clara is going to be her light cone. Like, that's the main thing that I looked at. Is that, like, she's probably going to have a light cone that gives some type of crit rate or maybe crit damage to make building her easier than what Clara had to deal with. Clara is like C tier and she is like A+. Alright, I mean, I guess that's fair. And not really surprising given that this is the most recent character. If they put out a limited character that is basically taking Clara's kit and making it better and she still ended up being equal to Clara in damage, I would be so much more disappointed in the game. You can work on building your entire roster while you wait. Fair enough. That's just kind of the vibe I got off of Yun Li, is like, I like her, and it seems interesting, but neither of these 5 stars really captivate me right now, based off of what I've gotten from the live stream. The story in-game is probably going to be the thing that gets me. So, here's hoping it's really good. But of course, you know me, I'm definitely going more towards 2.5, but now I also want to say I got caught off guard by the Sparkle rerun. That surprised me. I did not see that one coming. Like, I probably should have, because genuinely I had been the biggest arguer against, like, say, Dr. Ratio rerunning, because it's like, even though I figured he could rerun, I was like, there's no real way for him to rerun. Well, that's the thing. Dr. Ratio was in 1.6, but he was available for free all the way up to the end of 2.1, I think. I think it was in 2.2 and after that they took him down. So he was available for free for like the longest time. So, oh, Sparkle was in 2.0 along with Black Swan. I really thought that out of the two, Black Swan would get the rerun first. And now I'm having nightmares that I'm legit. I am legit now having nightmares that 2.5 could easily be an Acheron and an Acheron rerun now. I'm like, please don't do this to me. There's no way in hell I'd be able to go for Fei Xiao, her light cone, and then also picking up Acheron Eidolons. It sucks. Yeah, that is the biggest thing where it's like his light cone and his Eidolons, or his Eidolons. Those are going to be the biggest things where it's like I could see the rerun happening, which now it's like 2.5 has to be a Dr. Ratio rerun, right? This one is Hua, so Dr. Ratio is the last character that is pre 2.0, so he's got to be the rerun for 2.5. If they skip him, it's going to be really weird. But the real question would be, who would be after that? Like, who would be the other one? Black Swan is likely on the list, but then there is also, like I just said, there's Acheron and potentially Aventurine. It's really crazy to think about. I mean, I'm going for Fei Xiao probably no matter what. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Save it for like when there's not another mega waifu. Because you know me, I don't really care about the kits. Like, I was saying that even when Firefly was being released, I was like, I'm going for Firefly even if her kit's dog water. Because I liked her character. I liked the story writing for her. I will say though, after going all through Penacony, I hate Firefly's story a little bit more. Because I don't like the fact that she didn't get to do enough. Like, how do I put this? It felt like Penacony wanted her to be this hyped up character, but then she didn't do anything until the very last moment. And then it was like, we were supposed to think she was gonna die, and then it was a fake out, and then it was like, it was just kind of disappointing, actually. Like, yeah, that's the thing that I really hate, is that it really seemed like Penacony wanted to hype her up, but then just did nothing with her. So it doesn't make me dislike Firefly. It makes me dislike the story writing, and I wish that they had done a lot more with her. And done. Okay, that was pretty fun. It certainly seemed so. Even from such a distance, I could see you were enjoying yourselves. When I first saw the sales numbers for this area, I was concerned. But if this is any indication of the attraction's quality, I'm sure that the numbers will reflect that soon. Keep up the good work. No, I get it. It's in line with her character because Firefly doesn't want to get involved. The problem is, though, is that she spent the entire story being involved, but we never saw any of it. Like, it seemed like the implication was that Firefly was doing stuff behind the scene, but we never got to understand any of it. Oh, but don't push yourselves too hard either, okay? If you need more magical energy, just ask. Alright, goodbye. Okay, you heard Lady Scotty. We'll forget what we saw this time, but make sure you improve your working environment. The staff should enjoy a fun attraction like this every bit as much as the customers. That's all from us. Until next time. Huh? Wait, is that it, Ears? Aren't we going to cook and eat all the octopuses we just fought? Takoyaki. Come on, Rinder, let's go. Hey, what about the octopus? This is... Oh my god, this is straight up Artoria. This is exactly what Saber would do. This is actually her. Can we go and officially list Rinder as exactly as just being exactly Saber? Like, can we go list specifically her as a Saber face? She hates octopus thanks to Jill. To be fair. You know what? To be fair, I would too. Thank goodness we made it through that. I guess we're done helping with those avatars. I'm glad we got a bit of a break from Scotty and the Valkyries. But this still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. Even with the improved Argo pulling more weight, 2 attractions alone just won't cut it. This is one thing run so tightly that it could all fall apart at any Oh. I think the Nemos are... frozen. What's oh my, this is very bad. Bread. Must bake bread. Huh? Their speech is bugged or something. I'm too late. We really overdid it this time. The partitions differentiating the series are temporarily scrambled. Captain! Oh man, it's okay guys, you can all take a break. Please take a break. But we have to work. Downtime like this is the perfect time for preventative maintenance. It's our job to keep the sub running. It's fine, really. I mean, it's great that this attraction brings in so many customers. But it's not worth you guys sacrificing what makes you you. I went about this all wrong. I can see that now. I was so focused on making money and being popular that I didn't stop to think about the right sustainable way to do things. This is my fault. Just recognizing the problem puts you well ahead of most managers. Most of them work their employees half to death without even noticing the damage they're doing. But it's not too late. You can still turn things around. You genuinely want to make things better, and you have a doctor here who can help. You mean you can cure this? Of course I can. Those avatars proved exceptionally useful. Thanks to them, I've already all but completed a detailed examination. It enabled me to craft restorative medicine specifically tuned for the Nemo series. Here, that is a very big needle. Isn't it a little big? I didn't have the time to make it more compact. Medicine will advance eventually, but for now, you'll just have to deal with this. I don't think I'll be able to stop my body from trying to defend itself against something like that. Even if you were to order me not to resist, Master. Get your ass back here, Nemo! Hold it! Get back here! This shot will fix everything, guaranteed! It may sting a bit, though. Sting? How about impale? No, thank you. I'll be fine. A good meal's all I need to get back to my old self. No, no, take it from me. You don't want to go anywhere near the volcano parfait or anything else in the food court. I never said I was going to get the parfait. I'm sorry, Nemo, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to help you and the others, even if I have to use force. I'll help you, Asclepius. No, on second thought, let me give him the shot. It's my duty as manager. Very well. All right, let the treatment begin. Erice, do you know how to administer a needle? Is my first question. Okay, so since we all play Star Rail, should you build a second team or push story more? What's your AR level? So the way I have noted that most people will suggest playing the game is to first reach pretty much what would you guys say? Is it AR 50 or was it AR 60 to guarantee the double drops for 4-star for 5-star relics? Oh, AR 45. Okay. Okay. You're above AR 45. I would say at this point, it's a really good idea to go ahead and start working on a second team. It should be fairly simple. Because here's the thing, you're going to need 2 teams for the content, but only do so if you actually feel that your current team is already at the best it can be, or at the very least is moderately good at what it does. Oh, 2 is at 60? Okay, yeah, I would say go ahead and work on the second team. And not really... If you want to push story just to kind of get it done and over with, because if you push the story and you complete it, then more or less you're just gonna... More or less you'll have more time for grinding out for characters anyways, so it's like... Both of them are pretty good options. I guess it just depends on what characters are you trying to build for your second team, since some stuff isn't going to be available to you if you're stuck in the story. Like, if, like, say, you're still stuck in the Jianzhou story, there's a lot of Penacony mats that eventually you're going to have to get. Well, not too many, but depending on what you've got. Well, he just got a needle up the butt. There, the medicine has been administered to all our patients. They should make a full recovery after some sleep. It sounded so gruesome while it was happening. But it should be okay, right? I mean, he is a doctor, right? I think it should. So while I let the Nemos rest up, what should I do? Hey, what's up, King of Heroes Gilgamesh? I think I'm doing pretty good. Watched the special program announcement for Star Rail. Playing some more story. So, honestly speaking, I'd like to think I'm doing good. You have to build Asta, Harmony Trailblazer, and Lynx. You mainly just have to level Firefly's relics. Yeah, that's fairly good. I think I can get my numbers in the black if I can keep the Argo and Nautilus attractions running smoothly. But I can't do that like I have been, especially with the Nautilus. I've been putting way too much on them. Well, that's easy. Just run things differently. Did you have something in mind? Of course I did. The whole reason you kept the entire crew of the Nautilus in the core of the attraction was so that you could project their avatars onto the participants, right? Uh-huh. And they had to be as close as possible for the illusion to work. Right, so all you have to do is make some changes to that system. Fortunately, I'm pretty good with illusions, so just give me a bit of time and I'll have things running perfectly. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I should be able to rearrange things a little so that you only need one of the Nemo series there at a time. That'll let the others rotate in and out for breaks so they can stay rested. That would be amazing, thank you! Don't worry about it, if we can't make these sales quotas, the Chaldeans plus myself won't be able to reach the next area. Suffice it to say, improving your financial situation is part of your treatment plan. You therefore have no right to refuse. So, simply accept your prescription and follow its instructions to the letter. And wait with quiet gratitude for your symptoms to improve. Take care. Well, that's one way, I guess, to approach this whole situation, huh? Okay, my main 2 attractions are going well. But I decided to take your advice about the others in the food court too. I'm still keeping the super spicy menu, but I've decided to add some other options as well. You know what? If she really wanted to make it a really cool, like, here's the thing. The super spicy menu could be an attraction in and of itself if she offers the spicy food as like, welcome to the Mega Hot Pot Summer... Sorry, the Mega Hot Pot Spicy Summer Challenge! Can you make it through a full 8-course meal? Every meal spicier than the last. Make it to the end and you don't have to pay a dime. Like, she could, if she turned the spicy menu into a challenge, legit, that would be a pretty cool attraction. I think this should improve things a whole lot. Screw Koo. Just putting that out there. So, what are you guys going to do now? Well, first we're going to head back to our ship. Right. Then I believe we'll report to the director and set out for the next area. Oh, hey, if it's not too much trouble, could I go with you? That's fine with me, but why? I see now how far I have to go before I can call myself a good manager. So, I'd like to take a look at the other areas and see what I can learn from them. Plus, now that I have natural-born leaders like Jason and Nemo helping out, I think I can rely on them to keep things running while I'm away. Sounds like you're in the same boat as me then. Sounds good to me. Like they say, the more the merrier. Makes sense to me. Glad to have you on board, Erice. Well, I guess we are now harboring yet another stowaway on our boat. Sounds like a pretty good thing, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Bum 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 bum. Wait, that was the end? Huh. That seemed vaguely strange. Renovation! To unlock the secondary seal. Okay. Okay, so this is the one that opens tonight. Anyone else find it weird when it's like the next level? Like, I'm so used to like stuff like Genshin and Star Rail, which all resets like first thing in the morning, and this stuff resets like in the middle of the night. It's so weird to me. But yeah, honestly, it's been so long since I've played an FGO event, or at least like done it on stream, that I legit forgot how short these actually were. And I didn't really plan anything else out for tonight. So, was that Scotty's voice actor? I don't know. What's up, Frostwolf? Huh. I don't know. I didn't really plan anything else for tonight, so I don't have any of it set up. I feel bad because it's only like 3 hours in, but I might have to go ahead and end stream for tonight. It's weird. Yeah, I think that's just going to be what I have to do for tonight, and try to plan around everything a little bit better for tomorrow. You can play some Genshin. I'm not touching Genshin for a bit. I'm gonna play Genshin. I'm gonna play Genshin. I'm just not touching it quite right now. Yeah, sorry to say that, Frostwolf. It does kind of seem like you joined as it's ending. I'm sorry. In any case, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for making it. I hope to catch all of you guys in another stream, because I want to focus on FGO. That's why. I'm trying to focus both Twitch-wise and YouTube-wise on specific projects. So it's like I plan on playing the Genshin event after the FGO event concludes story-wise. So again, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the support, and I hope to catch you guys in another one. Till next time, everybody.